One of the questions I often get asked about training beginner clients in general is what type of exercises do we start with? And because this is a lower body training DVD, primarily single leg training DVD, I wanted to take this opportunity to tell you that we always start with some sort of single leg exercise. Normally it's a split squat, and if the person is very good at some sort of split squat, we'll go into a single leg version, and if they can't do a single leg version, we'll go into a rear foot elevated single leg version. Now, when I originally was coming up as a trainer, the progression that I was taught, and I still think this is being taught because it kind of makes sense, is start off with two-leg exercises like squats and deadlifts, and then progress to less base of support, which means go to maybe a split stance, and then progress to single leg stance. And we did that for a while here, and I personally did that for a long time, and it worked okay. But what I noticed was this: most people, when they first start training, have a side that's stronger than the other. We have a dominant side and a less dominant side. That's just human nature. That's the way we're designed. But if you think about a squat for a second, let me turn around. If I start to squat and my right side is much stronger, or my left side had an injury that I'm unloading off of, I may squat like this. It might not be that severe, but it may be very, very subtle. Well, if I start off with two-legged exercises, then I'm only reinforcing that. So I go the opposite approach and like to start with something, a basic split stance or a single leg stance, because it helps me not reinforce any existing strength imbalances between the left or right side. And it helps the client or the athlete that I'm working with understand how to control the force they can create. So my recommendation, if from a beginner or baseline level stuff, just because some of this stuff looks tough, find the regressions that work for you and make sure you incorporate, at least start with some sort of split squat or single leg training exercise with your beginner clientele. Or if you're a beginning exerciser watching this yourself, then the split squats and single leg squat variations are definitely a good start.